Question 12. How do you feel about government and politics? Wow. Not only an open question, but a very loaded question. Government has its purpose, and politics, politics can turn even really great people in the slime. So, question 13. Would you go back in time and kill Hitler or Stalin as babies so they could never kill millions if time travel were possible? I'd have to say no. Not only am I not a baby killer, I don't think I could bring myself to kill even a baby Hitler. But you never know what you get when you muck around in time. You could get something completely worse. Open the way for an even worse despot than Hitler, and come back to a future, to a present that was 10 times worse. Question 14. Why is stem cell research so important? Simply because it's going to save lives. It's going to cure diseases. It makes me laugh how much people who, on one hand, claim to be pro-life and against abortion are completely against saving lives, with stem cell research. When it's, stem cell research isn't even using aborted fetuses. All the material for that comes from frozen embryos that weren't used in artificial insemination processes. It's not even an abortion issue. It's just it's just some sort of religious issue. Question 15. Is abortion evil? And the answer is no. I know he's getting at, is abortion murder? And that's also no, as there is no independent life at the time when most legal abortions are performed. Late-term abortions are illegal. However, technically, would say that I'm against abortion. If a girlfriend said she was going to get an abortion, I would try to talk her out of it, but it would be her choice in the end, and I would be there for her, whichever way she chose to go. Question 16. What would the circumstances have to be for you to approve of torture as an individual? Well, you'd have to be able to save more than one life by torturing this person, but on the other hand, the information gleaned from torture is completely unreliable, and therefore you can't really go on it. So I guess the short answer to this question is never. Question 17. Should we try to save species from extinction? Yes. In the case of animals that we are driving to extinction by encroachment on their territory, overfishing, overhunting, we should definitely help. If there's a rare animal out there somewhere that's dying off, not because of us or in spite of us, maybe that one should be allowed to die off. But if we're causing it, we should try to alleviate it. Question 18. Do you believe in capital punishment? And explain. Yes and no. Yes, I believe there are those out there, murderers, child rapists, in general, who deserve to die. Do I think we should empower 12 people who probably have preconceived notions with deciding who should die? I don't think so. It's just too much of a responsibility for anyone. Question 19. Do you believe in aliens, ghosts, spirits, supernatural, stuff like that? Answer, well, for aliens, I do believe in aliens. I don't believe in aliens here. They're out there somewhere, otherwise big waste of space. I just don't think they have anything they might be interested in here. As for spirits, I don't believe in a spirit that moves on to heaven, but I believe in an energy, of the self, the awareness, and an energy that's supported by the bioelectrical field of the human brain, that unfortunately would be obliterated upon death. 20. Would you sacrifice yourself for a loved one? Something about, well, you might go to hell for being an atheist. The answer is absolutely. I don't believe in hell. I don't believe in heaven. I don't believe in hell. And I would absolutely sacrifice myself for someone I cared about in a heartbeat. It wouldn't even occur to me, oh, maybe I'll end up in some fiery alternate dimension because I didn't believe in God. I wouldn't have time for it to occur to me. Question 21. Explain in detail the process of dying. Well, death is when the heart stops beating, so the brain, lacking for oxygen, begins to die off cell by cell, at which point you're gone. There's nothing left. You go from an animate entity to an inanimate object. There certainly is no afterlife. It's probably a lot like a light switch or a dreamless night, except you never wake up. Question 22. Have you ever been dead? I don't see how this is a tricky one. If someone could explain to me the trick part of this trick question, I would appreciate it. No, I've never been dead. I've known people whose heart has stopped on the operating table or in the hospital, but they weren't really dead, as brain activity never stopped. So, the question is, no, I've never been dead. So there you have it. That is my response to the Atheist Challenge from Mr. Evolution. I'm looking forward to any comments from Mr. Evolution or any of you out there, any other atheists especially, any Christians out there. I'd like to hear your thought on my answers. And honestly, I would like to hear what your thoughts are on what I've said. Thank you. And this has been my first YouTube video. Be gentle.